In a small, busy town full of buses, barking dogs, and laughter in the air, lived a boy named David. David had big eyes, a quiet voice, and a mind full of dreams. He loved looking at stars and books with rockets and robots. But there was just one problem. David couldn't read well. Whenever the teacher asked him to read aloud, his voice would shake, his chest would feel tight, and sometimes other kids would giggle. He's so slow. He's always getting stuck. David would smile on the outside, but inside his heart would sink. At home, things weren't easy either. His mom worked 2 jobs. His dad was hardly around, and their small apartment had more leaks and noise than space to think. Sometimes, David sat by the window, watching the moon, and whispered to himself, "Maybe I'm just not smart enough." But everything changed. One afternoon, when a new teacher walked into class, Mr. Theo. He was tall, funny, and wore socks that didn't match. He didn't laugh at mistakes. He listened, really listened. One day, he sat beside David during break. "You like stars, don't you?" David nodded. "Then you should know. Even the brightest stars take time to shine." That moment lit a small spark in David's heart. The next day, Mr. Theo gave David a small blue notebook. "This is your mind book," he said. "Every time you learn something new, write it down. Doesn't matter how small." David started slow. I read one sentence without stopping. I spelled astronaut right. I didn't cry when I got stuck. Each time he wrote something in the book, his smile grew bigger. His voice got louder. His hands stopped shaking. But the road wasn't smooth. There were still days when he got a low score. Still moments when other kids whispered. Still nights when he felt like giving up. But David remembered Mr. Theo's words. Empower your mind. Embrace your future. What you put into your mind now becomes the life you build tomorrow. One rainy day, a spelling competition was announced. Everyone expected smart kids like Cleo or Joshua to win. No one even thought of David. But David raised his hand. "I want to try." The class went silent. Some smiled politely. Others looked confused. But Mr. Theo? He grinned. "Let's get to work." For days, David practiced. He stayed back after school. He whispered spelling words while brushing his teeth. He even wrote his own words in his mind book. Brave, hope, believe. Tomorrow, the competition day came. The school hall was packed. Bright lights, shiny stage, butterflies in every belly. David walked up. He saw Cleo, Joshua already. His palms were sweaty. But then he looked at the front row and saw Mr. Theo holding up his notebook, smiling, round after round. David spelled transformation, imagination, perseverance. Each word a step closer. And then came the last word, empower. The room went silent. David closed his eyes. He took a deep breath. E-M-P-O-W-E-R. Ding. Correct. The room burst into claps. Cleo smiled and gave him a thumbs up. Joshua cheered. David didn't just win the trophy. He won something bigger. His confidence, his voice, his future. David walks home in the evening light. Trophy in one hand, mind book in the other. He sees a smaller boy outside his house, crying over a torn homework paper. David kneels down and smiles. "Hey, want to use my notebook?" Moral lessons. Every great mind starts small. Don't give up. What you feed your mind today shapes your tomorrow. It's okay to struggle. It's not okay to stop. You are not slow. You are growing. Subscribe, like, and share Kitty Spark TV for more beautiful, real stories that empower young minds and spark bright futures.